What's good? Yeah, it's a lot of noise and stuff going on. It's your boy Carcino here. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, um, like the video, all those wonderful things. Yep, hit the notification bell. Uh, Cash App is Carcino, Karceno. Super chat, super thanks. I don't know what else they got. The Patreon, yeah. Carcino for Life Patreon. We on point. Now, let's get it in. Answering your questions about actual podcasts and all that y'all was talking about. Listen, let me explain to you. Listen, I have zero problem with people doing podcasts. If that's how you doing it, you want to get your money, that's fine. Who am I to tell you not to do it that way or any other way? If that's how you want to get it, fine. People want to start a podcast, go ahead, do your thing. Do what's best for you. Now, other people ask me about the success and keys to doing a podcast, and I'm like, bruh, you're asking the wrong person. But my thing is, this is a relationship business. Like anything else, if you want to make it, you're going to have to be willing to sacrifice relationships. In other words, like you're going to have to cut ties with people. You're going to have to make changes and bring in new people that you don't even probably like, but they like them. So you got to deal with them. So a whole lot of changes that's going to be asked and required of you. So you got to be ready for that if that's what you want. As for me, I'm sorry, I don't view these things the same way as everybody else does. So I'm a little bipartisan to all of that. My attitude's a little different. I look at situations basically how they present themselves. I like to be more hands-on because I can't trust. So when you can't trust and you know everybody's trying to take you down because they jealousy and everything else, because jealousy is a monster in this whole thing. Jealousy is one big monster. So you know that, and you know everything else. All right then. That was really damn quick. Yeah, see no, he washes his own damn clothes, as you can tell. Everything being down there on fire coming out. Damn, did I forget the fabric softener? Oh well, that's what it is. I damn sure wasn't supposed to dry that. Oh well. Now, let's get to the other question that y'all had for me. Academics. Yeah, you guys wanted to know about academics. Can Megan Thee Stallion win a lawsuit against academics? And should she sue? It all depends, man. Megan went through so much. She's done so much in this business, this industry. I don't know if Megan Thee Stallion want to go through that, but if she did want to go through it, that's the person to go through it with. That's the person to make the example of, because he's definitely put himself in a liable situation. And he's gonna fold no matter what. That guy will fold. But he's got to learn that you can't continuously do the things that you've been doing and think there's not going to be consequences. If everybody else has to be responsible and respectful, you can't just keep acting like you above the law because you know Karen Civil and all these other people. It's like, bruh, you playing a dangerous game. And you playing a dangerous game, man. I did not think what the other guy was stating earlier in the other questions. I did not think everything that Megan Thee Stallion said was true. She purposely omitted. She didn't tell anything more than what she needed to tell. Doesn't mean she lied. I just don't think she told everything that she didn't deem was detailed for them to mention in the case. Like, she never really goes into detail of what happened prior, all of that to be in the court. So her interview is not really talking about her behavior at the party or why they was even aggravated in the first place. That wasn't discussed. See, had that been discussed, then, we're looking at a different scenario altogether, right? So, there you have it. Now, y'all talking about what about some other people or something like that? What would her case be against DJ Academic? Torturous interference. It's a lot of things. I mean, she has a legal case. Like, let's say, a judge is hearing all this, but if this goes to a jury trial, they've tainted the public image of her. They basically victimized her. She went through a whole bunch of DM abuse. It's all kind of stuff, man. It's a whole laundry list full of claims. And she can attribute a lot of that to him fanning the flames. I don't, I really doubt something like that would stick. But there's ways celebrities can hurt you without hurting you. So without even going to court, they know how to hit the right buttons, and you'll be up out of there. Well, I would never do business with Complex. So no, I wouldn't have never taken that deal. Complex to me is a very racist place. Everything they've done there has been considered to me to be a racist environment. It's been race driven. They want to take hip hop culture and put white faces on it. The only time they wanted to promote hip hop is when Eminem was on there. Eminem was cool. Let's grab Eminem. But when Nas or Lil Wayne and everybody else was at the top, they wasn't gravitating over to Lil Wayne like that. When they was blowing up on sneakers. I was pissed about that. Lil Wayne bust his ass, and he deserved that recognition. And this was when he was the hottest artist in the world. They weren't even looking for him. But Drake and Eminem can get everything. I never saw the other reasons why other people didn't see that about Complex. I wouldn't go to a Complex Con or whatever that is. You know, once again, they're catering to everyone except for African Americans. And then African Americans they like are the Walt Disney versions of us, the Nadeska types. Those who have no real connection to African American culture. So that's how I see that. Joe Budden is right about certain things. See, the thing that me and Joe Budden have in common. We are not from the internet. Okay? Our lives did not exist, did not start, did not turn over on the internet. Once we did something to get people's attention, did people notice us on the internet. But every day we were outside. We had a life before the internet. Now, everyone else in the world, they can't say those words. A lot of people can't say that. They've created their lives and got discovered and known on the internet. That's the only time they've done anything. So, you're looking at big picture. The internet is the only way these guys could navigate. Now, I'm not the bad guy because I noticed that. I'm the guy that's just telling you how it is. I think DJ Academics signed Hassan Campbell to a deal some type of way, and they're partners and working together and all that, and what have you. You notice Hassan hasn't been as reckless as he usually had been. He's kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So it's obvious that somebody is helping him. And now you see the numbers going up to stuff that it's not supposed to be, where the numbers just don't look right. So they finna help him get to the money. That's cool for them. Get to the money. That's your thing. I never hated on any man getting money, but it's about principle. Like I said, I'm a man of principle. Well, the guy said, why do I make videos about him then? Well, because if I don't talk about it, and if I don't have a video telling or expressing the real, how would you view it? If I didn't make a video expressing the real, pointing out the facts, these are lies, this is what they're doing, you might just roll with it. People might think it must be okay with you because you ain't talking about it. So maybe it is cool to follow that. And I'll be looking at them strange. Like, why would you follow that? No, so many people make the wrong assumptions. They blame certain people that shouldn't be blamed for stuff. They nitpick about every single little damn thing. It becomes a headache for everybody else in the walk of life to deal with, you know. Now, when you're me, that microscope that everybody's under gets quite bigger. You know? Shoot, I ain't slept in 18 hours. You know? The whole world sleep probably right now or just getting up to go to work. And I've been up just crushing it. Crushing it. Because that's what I know. So I don't take away that akademiks didn't do any hard work or he never, put in the effort. He just accidentally made it. Hey, he had to put in the work to get to where he got to. But he did it with a lack of, responsibility. I'll put it that way. And you would think, like, okay, he's learned his lesson. But the way he carries himself is like he's above anything. So he's above reproach. So that's our problem that we have. I don't like that. You're not above reproach. You do have to atone. And you should atone. Now, what's a major drawback from all the other stuff? Who knows? Who cares? That don't mean anything in the overall scope of things. Because in the overall scope, you have in the overall scope of things, you got what? 2 to 3 different people who, for other words short or less, they don't normally care. So that's that. Adam 22, I don't really watch anything he does anyway. Like I said, it's not geared to us. He's more like what Complex is to me. They exploit black culture but want to put white faces on them. And it's like, if we did that to skateboarding, if we did that to all your punk rock and all that other stuff, and then we just made black folks the face of that, how would they act to that? How would they react to it? I bet you they'd be pretty pissed off. But we supposed to take everything they do on the chin, take it with a grain of salt. That's what we've been told. Always take it with a grain of salt. We got to take it on the chin, but they don't. It's just business as usual. People are going to be who they are. It's up to you to figure out your way and to figure it. People gonna do what they do, man. You can't change nothing about people's nature. Like Fresh and Fit, again, people that play the algorithm game. They've made success in the social media world by targeting black women. Saying the most ridiculous racist statements ever. But like I told you, they find guys for that. People like Joe Budden, he ain't gonna like it. Mainly because Joe Budden Joe Budden is 100% on the program. See, when it comes to them, they can see the light. You know what I mean? They can see it. When it comes to them, they can see that coming a mile away. There ain't no rhyme or reason. They see that stuff coming 700 miles an hour. Joe see that Fresh and Fit is just an act. This is the show they do. They're playing to perform to the audience. And this is the show. Everybody's got a seat to watch Fresh and Fit do what they do. Come on now. We smarter than that. Oh man, it's goofy. I don't know how people put themselves up to watch some it like that. That's an LB show. I don't know how LB watched that trash, but he watched that show. He's a Fresh and Fit guy. But Fresh and Fit, man, that show is so damn retarded. Like, and when Joe Budden said what he said about it, and y'all sent me the clip, I was like, I've said the same thing. I mean, it's obvious to see the show ain't shit, and they still keep trying to promote it. Like, and academics keep trying to shove it down people's throat. But if he doesn't have any stake in the show, and you're not an owner, then why the hell are you on the show and promoting it? What are you doing that for then? You see what I'm saying? There's so much BS in this game. They got all these fake people running around running things. And that's the problem. They say, oh, you want to be, I don't want to be that guy. They asked me to be that guy. To be phony and do all that. I can't do it. You can there, believe me, there's a bunch of these Walt Disney type people they got on YouTube. They can grab one of them. For basketball, the same thing. They wanted to come grab what's his name? The breakthrough guy. He's their type of guy. Go grab him, because I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm not gonna be phony. If I talk about the game, you ain't gonna tell me who I can't talk about. That's conflict of the interest. So I understand Joe's fight. Joe's ego just gets in the way. And that's what messes Joe up. If Joe could control his ego, he's going to always blow things up. Well, in sales, you have to, if you go in sales, it's different, all different. So I'm glad you saw the live stream last night. But yeah, sales is different. That's a different monster. But it's nothing different than talking to you guys here. I had to talk to people face to face, complete strangers, just meeting them for the first time. So I understand. I've used the systems that was taught. I used everything that I knew to my knowledge and advantage, and said this is what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And once I focused on being successful, that's all that mattered. No. I really don't care what the rest of them do, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, I'm too busy focused on me. My life is, you know, I'm more focused on me. They more focused on trying to sabotage my channel. Um, they focus. Jealous people focus so much on you. They forget about doing stuff for themselves. Spend time working on yourself, on the things you need to be doing. Don't spend all your time trying to sabotage somebody else. It don't make sense. Yeah, for me it's different. I'm trying to watch. Yeah, I still go get my DVDs and go through my list, start grabbing things that I want to watch. Oh, buddy, my rack would have been around the globe, around this room. I got stuff over here too. Not really. In today's era, times have changed dramatically. Uh, Wish I knew what you meant. Top five what? Top. I mean, that's a vague statement. Top five rappers of all time top five basketball players. I think I've done that, but that list is Oscar Robertson, Isaiah Thomas is my two favorite. Um, on my list, Bird is probably third, and from there, you could probably put Bill Russell at four, Jordan at five, Kobe at six. Um, then you got probably Magic is on that list, but he's a little lower because I got Allen Iverson high up on the list. Um, But I think that's my five. I just gave you six right there. So that's that. No. It's things that people just don't do. Okay. Go look at Complex and tell me what black shows do they have. They promote hip hop all the time and they always got some flaky guy to do it, right? The only black people they had and the only black hip hop show they had was with Joe Budden. And I was basically a diversity hire. And they were not employees and they was treated less than subhuman. Never liked Complex and they never promoted towards our kind. They promote to suburbanites. Mm. Um, I really didn't understand a lot of the things people were saying at the time when it dealt with that type of situation. When it comes to like what's essential, what's not essential, or things of that nature, intel. I just look at it as be as genuine as possible. If you don't have a passion to do it, if you can't get up in the morning and do what you need to get done, or you're gonna put it off to tomorrow, you don't feel like it today, then it's a hobby to you. It's nothing you can do. It's just a hobby. So on that note, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. Hit the notification bell. What else? Super thanks, super chat. My cash app is Carcino, Karceno, and I am out the door.